All right, guys, this is number 3 out of 2.1. So let's see if we can't figure it out here. And it says, use the frequency distribution shown below to construct an expanded frequency distribution. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to find the sum of my frequencies. So I'm going to take these numbers here, and I'm going to add them all up. And I did that a little while ago, and I came up with 365, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my expanded frequency distribution, okay? So let's see. First thing we're going to do, we're going to find our midpoint, okay? The way we find the midpoint, we're going to take our limits, the 16 and the 26, and we are going to add them together. It's going to give me 42. We're going to cut it in half. That'll give me 21. So here is my midpoint, okay? My relative frequency, the way I'm going to figure out my relative frequency is I'm going to take my frequency in this case, which is 18, and I'm going to divide it by the sum, which is 365. So let me take my calculator out. Let me clear all this stuff out. So I have 18 divided by 365. And I need to convert this to a decimal, so I'm going to hit math. I'm going to hit my decimal button, which is number 2, and enter. And the directions are telling me to round to the nearest hundredth. So the hundredths is going to be my second position. So that'll be, or my second decimal point, so it'll be 0.05 when I round it. So 0.05. And then my cumulative frequency just says we're going to take our frequencies and we're going to start adding them up. Well, so far I only have 18. So that's going to stay 18, okay? My second class is going to be from 27 to 37, okay? My frequency here is 41 because it tells me that right there. Now my midpoint. So guys, remember, remember when we're finding our class width, we can say, look, let's take the difference between these numbers here. So 20 from 27 to 16, that's a difference of 11. So I can also add 11 to my midpoint. And if I add 11 to this midpoint here, that's going to give me 32. So there's my midpoint, okay? I can also do it by, taking 27 and 37, add them together and cut it in half. But just to give you an idea, another way to do it. My relative frequency, remember what we're going to do now. We're going to take our frequency, which was 41, and we're going to divide it by 365, okay? So let me get rid of this part here because those numbers are not equal. And we're going to convert that to a decimal. So 41 divided by 365, hit equals. Let's convert that to a decimal. So I hit math and then number 2 to go to a decimal. So 0.11, okay? So 0.11. And then my cumulative frequency, what I'm doing now is going to add these numbers here. So we're going to take 18 and we're going to add 41 to it. And that's going to give me 59. So there's my cumulative frequency right there, okay? All right, so I'm going to keep playing this game, okay? So the next one is 38 to 48. And my frequency here is 66. Remember, we can add 11 to my midpoint. That's going to give me 43. My relative frequency is going to be 66 over 365, which is, let's see, 66 divided by 365, make it into a decimal, and 0.18, okay? And, excuse me, my cumulative frequency, I'm going to take 59, which is the one that I had before, and I'm just going to add 66 to it. So 59 plus 66, 125. That's going to go here, okay? And let's see, what's the next one? 49 to 59. And my frequency here is 67. We can add 11 to my midpoint. That's going to give me 54. We got to do our relative frequency, so we're going to take 67 now over 365. And let's see what that is. 67 divided by 365. And math to a decimal is 0.18. Okay. And 67 added to the 125 to get my cumulative. So 125 plus 67, 192. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see, the next one we have is 60 to 70. And my frequency here is 82. Add 11, that's going to give me 65 for my midpoint. My relative frequency is going to be 82 over 365. Okay, so let me do that. 82 over 365. Make that into a decimal. 20.22. And now add 82 to 192 because I'm adding this one to that one to get my cumulative. So let's see, 192 plus 82 is 274. Okay, let's see, we're almost done here, guys. I think I got enough space to do this. 71 to 81. And the last one's going to be 82 to 92. Okay, so let's see. Here we have 66. We're going to add 11 again. That's going to give me 76. And now what I need to do, I need to take 66 over 365 to get my relative frequency. So 66 over 365. I hope you can see that this is becoming, repetitive, 0.18. And now we're going to take 274 and add 66 to it. 274 plus 66 is 340. Good. Okay. And the last one here, let me do this in green. This was 25. If I add 11 to this, this is going to give me 87. And now I have 25 over 365 to get my relative frequency. 25 over 365. Make that again into a decimal. 0.07. And when I add 340 and 25, that's 365. Okay, so anyway, I hope this helps, guys. But this was number 3 here out of 2.